Welcome to Physics Everywhere. This video is about why shortcuts are wrong for unit conversions. I get comments all the time on pretty much every conversion video I've ever done where people say, don't bother doing these long steps, just use this shortcut. So this video will show you why those shortcuts are not actually proper. So we've done a conversion like this in the past. We want to take kilometers an hour and convert it into meters per second. So I've got 97.50 kilometers an hour. First step is we're going to bring in this ratio of 1,000 meters over 1 kilometer. This is not just arbitrary numbers. I have a kilometer on the top, I have a kilometer on the bottom. Those are going to cancel off. But 1,000 meters over 1 kilometer is actually just the number 1. So I have not changed anything mathematically. I take my kilometers on the top, kilometers on the bottom, and I cancel them off. Next step, I bring in a time ratio. So I've got hours on the bottom and hours on the top, so these are going to cancel off. But 1 hour over 3,600 seconds, again, this is just the number 1. I have not mathematically changed anything. Essentially, I have multiplied by 1 and then by 1 again. Nothing has changed. So I have canceled my kilometers from the top and bottom. I've canceled my hours from the top and bottom. I am left with meters on the top, seconds on the bottom. I do my mathematical calculation and I get 97,500 meters over 3,600 seconds. And if we reduce that, we get 27.08 meters per second. So this is the proper way of doing it. This is proper math. What most people do is they look at the fact that you've got a ratio of 1,000 over 3,600 and they say, oh, that's just like dividing by the number 3.6. So here's the shortcut. I take 97.5 and I divide it by 3.6 and I get 27.08, which is the exact same number we just had a minute ago. Two problems with this shortcut. First of all, you have just arbitrarily chosen to take 97.5 and divide it by 3.6. Second of all, if we look at our units, this question was originally 97.5 kilometers per hour. So we had 97.5, we've divided by 3.6, and we've checked that number is in fact 27.08. My question would be, if we put the unit in, which is kilometers per hour, how does that give you meters per second on the other side? So you're arbitrarily dividing by a number, a decimal, and somehow kilometers per hour is just magically changing into meters per second. So I'm sorry to say, but that is not a mathematical way of doing a conversion with units.